Hello my friends, I'm Rich Larson and I'm the IRC Tire Guy. Today, we're riding trials. Right, Rome? So, I have a trials competition coming up in 2 weeks. Essentially, I'm kind of competitive. If I had it my way, I would have prepared for months. But yeah, I found out about this and I said, you know what? We should do this trials competition. We should show some preparation, right? Show kind of how I'm getting ready, how I train for it. And then we're gonna film it, and hopefully I look good for you guys. I do some rad lines and am somewhat competitive. So I ride a lot of trials in winter. Okay, my buddy Nick Thompson's got a 6 setup that's got a bunch of trials competition stuff in it, and it's a lot of fun. In summer, I'm riding a little more hard enduro. Usually I'm out teaching people, I'm out doing whatever, clinics, and my style of riding. I don't really consider myself a trials rider, although I do enjoy riding trials. I still feel weird every time I put on the helmet. Trials is fun. It's a great way to prepare for your hard enduro technique. I mean, obviously, balance, body position, power delivery, collection, those things are so important, and you can really hone them in on the trials bike. That being said, again, I don't really consider myself a trials rider. So I figured let's have this competition and show you guys where I'm at as a trials rider. This is gonna be a lot of fun. I wanna show you guys today how I'm kind of preparing for this. Again, I've got a short period of time. I really need to hone in my skills as quickly as possible. We're gonna do some lines, but you guys are gonna see the best way to train for trials is, again, the same way that I believe the best way of training for hard enduro and any technical riding. It's fundamentals. So the fundamental base of trials is a lot surrounding balance, and you guys are gonna see a lot of that. So I hope this helps you guys a little bit. I hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, let's get shredding. All right, guys. So, as you can see, I got the electric motion, E-Pure. Man, I love this thing. It's so much fun. I ride it a lot in the garage and in tight spaces where, you know, I don't want to be breathing in 2-stroke smoke. Great training for winter, once again. One of the things I want to talk about first with trials and your approach, of course, is balance. Most riders don't have this right here completely dialed in. I'm always preaching balance in the clinics that I do. It's so important to understand just how to control your bike in both directions, right? Being able to balance to the left, being able to balance with your, that's hilarious, screw up, huh? Being able to balance with your front tire to the right. It's extremely important to be able to switch, being able to balance both ways. I think often riders, you know, you favor one side or the other. I think most riders favor the left side. You need to be able to balance just like this with that front tire to the right. Now, a big piece of trials, in my opinion, is your complete control on flat ground, just like in hard enduro. How can you expect to control your bike in the situations that matter if you can't completely control it right here, right? And that's the key piece. So with trials, that understanding of that front end hop and that rear end hop is incredibly important in our control. There's so many situations where, let's say we're lining up for something, we need to know we have the straightest line possible. So we set up and make sure that we're nice and centered, balance. This is the thing that I think most riders skip on a trials bike. They go out, they get a trials bike, and they're like, all right, man, where's the obstacles? Let's freaking, I see a concrete thing. Let's hit it. And they skip the ability to do this right here. Being able to control that bike with very little energy. You can see I'm talking, not breathing hard. Probably spent more energy hitting that obstacle than I do controlling my bike in every direction and every way. This is a key piece for my training as I prepare for this trials competition. I want to be able to say, all right, I'm controlled. I'm not breathing, I'm not tense. I'm trying to stay nice and relaxed. Make sure that that bike goes the direction that I want it to, right? This is a thing that, again, I think so many riders skip. So first off, I'm gonna say dial that in completely on flat ground. Get your control dialed with the circles, the balance, the hops to the left, the hop to the right, the rear end control. That's a key piece. Now, there's one real extra piece to it, and I want to break it down for you guys right now. So I'll tell you right now, this is where I'm going to struggle the most. Now you guys just saw, I'm pretty dialed on flat ground. I have pretty good control. I've worked at that a lot. This right here is going to be a different story. Literally all we've done is added a little bit of angle. And because we're on loose ground, it's very loose rock, and this little bit of angle, it makes that same control that I was doing on flat ground so much harder. So essentially what I do, and what I'm going to do for the next 2 weeks before this trials competition, is practice this. Because I can't tell you how frustrating it is to nail every obstacle, right? Be able to go up and hit the big splatter. Be able to go up and get the big jab step, or get the big double blipper, hit the big wall. It's very frustrating to be able to do that. And then when you get to the top, you have to make a slight left or a tight turn, and you dab. That is the worst feeling in the world, when you should be able to completely control your bike right here. Now, this is a little bit of an angle. Again, it's loose rock, it's gnarly, but you're gonna see. Again, I got training to do. We got to work at this for 2 weeks until this competition. But you're going to see, I mean, I'm doing this real, I'm doing this live. I'm going to try to make 1, 2, 3, 4 turns up this. So essentially switch backs without putting your feet down. Now I'm going to try to, you know, kind of minimize the amount of floaters that I do, you know, but regardless, it's like regaining balance even after a floater is extremely hard. So I'll explain as I kind of go here, and you'll see how many times I probably dab doing this. But I'm telling you, man, this is the thing that people skip when it comes to trials. They skip the ability to control it in something that seemingly is easy. Anybody could just ride up this, right? But you can make anything extremely hard. So here we go. Nice and smooth. First one, a little off camber. We're gonna hop that front up this hill. Loose rocks, a lot of rocks in the way too. So I have to be very deliberate with my hops. You'll notice here. See that? I'm just trying to slow, oop, I hit that rock. Try to slow it down. Nice and smooth, that was good. We're gonna roll up a little. I'm gonna go right here, work it over. I can use those hops to regain my balance. See that? And it starts rolling back because it is an uphill. Nice and slow. Adjust position, here we go. Try to keep that bike controlled. Oh boy, okay. You can see how much harder it is for me on just a little bit of an incline. Trying to slow down those hops. We're gonna have to work that rear over a little. Trying to be deliberate. Oh boy, here we go, floater. Oh, good save, come on. Okay, regain composure, regain control. I'm gonna be spinning if I try to go from here. Balancing on an uphill. Ah, there's a dab. Look at where my weight is, too far forward. Not bad. Hey, Rome. Okay. That should be eye-opening for you guys. Once again, I can control it pretty dang good on flat ground. We added a little bit of an incline. I'm breathing way harder. I'm way more out of control. I'm way more tense. I'm fighting that bike. Now, let's work the switchbacks the other way. I guess this is kind of the same way. Whoops. But whatever. Good practice. Nice. Pull forward. Catch it again. Ooh, we're losing it. Spinning the tire. I don't think you can roll backwards in trials, but that's something I'm kind of good at because I'm constantly doing stuff that's somewhat useless. The whole point of that is, look at how much I'm sweating. I worked way harder doing that. It's really not that steep. It's a nice flat road with just a little bit of an angle on it, and man, I'm working way harder. You can tell I'm breathing way harder. I'm way more tense. I'm way more tight. I'm fighting. I'm working so much harder trying to maintain that balance. So the thing I'm gonna work for the next 2 weeks is this. This is that huge piece of where my control comes from and where I need to improve on my control, right? It never ends. I always want to progress. I always want to continue forward. There's also some lines out here that we can grind and we can do, and they're fun. Lines are a lot more fun than working that over and over. That's frustrating. But man, the frustrating stuff is the stuff that really where you find those progressions. So yeah, I'm a big fan of that. That was a lot of fun. Let's go get some lines. Let's do some lines and end it on something that's not so frustrating. All right, guys, we're gonna switch it up just a little here at the end. As you can see, man, just a little bit of angle makes it challenging. Now, I'm not saying never do lines, but I am saying I'm gonna be working that a lot in the next 2 weeks, and you guys saw how challenging it was for me. Now, every line that I do, I try to minimize momentum. I want everything to be as close quarter as possible, right? So when I go for this obstacle here, we want to be nice and close, nice and tight, trying to make it as hard as I possibly can. So what I'm going to do is go through the whole line. We're going to count dabs, see how many I do, and then just try to improve. That's the goal, right? Try to do less than, I mean, honestly, try to clean everything that I do. We switched cameras here, if you guys can't tell. The other stuff was kind of stationary. This is my follow cam, which works decently. So here we go, setting up for this concrete, and then we got a sharp left turn. Set up, nice and close. Again, minimal momentum, man. This is where we find the flaws in our technique. That was really ugly, but I made it. Try to maintain control here. Just a little off camber. Okay, set up for a stoppie. Nice. Drop down. Ooh boy, off camber. Oh, okay. Okay, seriously, you guys can see the obstacle's one thing. The setup is the challenging part. Okay, nice job. That turn there, dude, there's a little bit of angle on each one of those, on that right turn I just did behind me. The ground's off camber, it makes it hard, dude, straight up. I did it good though. Whew. I like how my first brick there was kind of sloppy. All right, set up in a balance. We're gonna jab zap up onto this and then pivot over. Try to make a sharp turn. Without crossing our line, that's the hard part. No, without crossing the track. Nice. Okay. We're gonna work over like this. Very good. Imaginary line, tight turn. Nice. Again, minimal momentum here. Nice and smooth. Yeah, that was awesome. That's a fail. Okay, what happened there was I was really trying to focus. So my goal on this line is to get over and almost cut in front of this bush right here. So, bunch of trash out here. Trying to cut right here, like land really front and low, kind of pivot over and then go this way. You saw there, I was trying to minimize that input over the top of that and caught my frame. So let's do it one more time. Tight, control, slow. This stuff is so important, man. But again, I think a lot of it comes down to the fundamental control on the bottom. How can you hit these obstacles without complete fundamental control? So here we go, setting up again, nice and smooth. That was better than the first one. Stoppie. Nice. Up, off camber here. Oh, we almost lost it. Even that, like, was kind of out of control the entire time. Did I dab? No, but it was a little sloppy. I hold myself accountable. Here we go. Nice and smooth. Set up for the zap. Nice. Spin over. Little rev there. Shouldn't have done that, but we're good. Okay, full pivot. Nice. Little more. Always setting up nice and straight for everything. Okay, we're gonna try to get this right this time. Ain't easy. Ooh, okay. Little mistake. Maintain balance. Always trying to fight, dude. No dabs, come on. We'll do this different. Once again, I think a lot of you will probably enjoy this, you know, to see the mistakes, see the work. If not, that's fine. Try number 3 here. For those of you who are bored and turned it off, well, you're not here, so you don't hear this. Thanks for those of you who stuck around. It's funny, you know, this seems boring or whatever, but this is such a key piece to your riding. This is a challenging little section. I want to get it no dabs, but it's tough. Here we go. Nice. Oh! Darn. All right. We can do better. Try number 4. That was a dumb mistake. Here we go. Let's get it done. Wow. Heck of a turn there. Whew. Same rock is still in my way. Possibly worse this time, so. Sweating. See how much harder I'm working. Nice. Whew. It's gonna be close. Nice. Whew. This is a hard turn right here. Maintain balance. These freaking bushes get you. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on, Rich. Oh, geez Louise. Almost lost it, but we got it. Here we go. Woo-wee! That was it. Thanks, Rome. Rome congratulates me. 4 tries. That was hard. Beat me up. That one mistake was kind of dumb on that 3rd one, but this is hard, man. Trials is fun because you're kind of in a constant state of being really tense. It's like, don't dab, don't dab, don't dab, don't dab. And man, it's actually a pretty good way to get in shape. I'll tell you that much. You know, in hard enduro, you can kind of stop for a half beat and take a breather. But in this, you're constantly trying to correct that mistake that you just made. So also teaches you to kind of be in the moment, which I really like. But that was really fun. Yeah, I got 2 weeks, man. I got 2 weeks. I got to work hard. I got to make sure I'm riding as often as possible and getting that control dialed. It's very frustrating to dab on something simple, on flat ground. When you dab on flat ground, it's like, dang it, what did I just do? But I hope you guys enjoyed that one. That was a lot of fun. If you're enjoying the channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as follow us on Instagram at IRC Moto, my personal Instagram page at RichLarson511. And until next time, Keep shredding.